As a sales manager in the online business, one of the most common conversations that I have with salespeople sounds like this. I'll say to the salesperson, "So you just had a meeting with your customer or prospect," and they'll say, "Yes, it was a great meeting, great meeting." And I'll think, "Oh, that's wonderful," because in my mind, a great meeting means it's going to close soon. And I make all kinds of revenue projections based upon that characterization of the meeting. However, that's not necessarily the case. In fact, the majority of these so-called great meetings do not end up in a close. Why? Because at the end of the meeting, typically, the salesperson has said, either whether or not this is an in-person meeting or a phone meeting, they've said, "Well, this is great. Why don't I get you a proposal?" The typical end of a meeting for most salespeople, especially media salespeople, is to end by saying, "Why don't I get you a proposal?" The typical response that almost every customer in the world has learned to give is, "Sure." Because what would their alternative be? "No, don't send me a proposal." No, they're going to say, "Send me a proposal," whether they ever have an interest in buying or not. What I as a salesperson really want to know, and I as a manager definitely want to know, is this customer not only willing to receive a proposal, but are they likely to buy? Well, the real acid test is this. At the end of the meeting, if we say to the customer, "I'd like to meet again, talk again by scheduled appointment, how's Tuesday at 3 to talk more about this proposal?" Well, that's a better step. Now, if the customer agrees by appointment to speak again, that conversation is more likely to continue, that sale is more likely to happen. However, if I have one conversation with a customer that leads to, "Let me get you a proposal," it's possible that that proposal meeting is not going to close. In fact, the only way I know for sure that the proposal is likely to close is if I send a proposal with no mysterious items. There should never be any mysterious item, and there are 3 potential areas of mystery: what I'm selling, how much I'm charging, and when I'm delivering. So the best way for a salesperson to make sure that both the customer and the salesperson are moving in lockstep is, at the end of a first meeting, for the salesperson to say something like, "I think that there's a match between what you're looking to do and what we do. What I'd like to do is get together with you again over the phone or in person and review with you the elements of the proposal." And in that way, we encourage this customer to help us write the proposal. Well, if the customer is part of the process of writing the proposal, it's surely going to be more likely to close. But if, given the opportunity to be part of the process, the customer says, "No, just send it to me and I'll let you know how I feel about it," then the odds of you closing are dramatically lower. And in fact, it's not a great meeting.